Man, I remember a few years back, it was really difficult for me to say no to people. You know, they would ask me, "Can you help me on this day? Can you volunteer at this opportunity or, at this event?" I was in college, so I was involved in a lot of social activities. And yeah, I was just people pleasing, losing my sense of self. Um, and part of that was because I felt bad. I felt like people needed me, like they couldn't find another person for help, or like they couldn't do okay without me. But the other part was just, yeah, I felt bad to say no, and also I felt like I didn't have the words to say no. Like I didn't know how to turn down an invitation. And something that I've realized is that there's almost always an appropriate way to turn down an invitation, or to tell somebody that you can't show up to help, when they need it. Um, so one thing you want to ask yourself is 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 this an emergency? You know, if it's not, then you can always not show up. Of course you have to think about a balance in relationships. If they've been helping you out, maybe you should show up, or to give your time to somebody. But other than that, people should be pretty understanding that you have your own life going on, and that you have your own difficulties and your own time management, you know, to deal with. And I think even for some people, you should have some people in your life to where you will never help them unless it's an emergency. You have to have those people, because there are some people in your life that haven't given a lot to you, and they've ignored your text messages or whatever. So you will only help them if they're in dire need. And that's how it has to be sometimes. So that way you're not being bitter. You're not leaving them. You know, you're not leaving them alone, but you will help them only if they need it. Um, and it's for, so I think another good way to deal with the situation when someone asks you, "Oh, can you help move my furniture on Saturday or whatever?" and you're not sure, just tell them, let me get back to you about that, and then come back to them later. Don't feel pressure to just answer right away. It's your life, and you answer on your time. You know, if they need an answer quicker, then I guess they can go to somebody else, because they're not going to get it from you. And then once you go off and you're thinking about whether you want to say yes or no, let's say you want to say no, but you don't know how to. Go and ask people. Go and ask people for advice. How do I say no to this person? Usually they'll give an appropriate way that saves face for both people involved, both parties, and leaves everybody happy. So, yeah, there's usually an appropriate way to turn down an invitation. Don't think that it's gonna burn a bridge with that person or sabotage your relationship with them. There's almost always a tactful way, to say no. So go search for it. Go search for that way by asking around if you don't feel like you have the communication skills in that moment. So yeah, take it easy, guys, and of course take care of each other, but you have to balance your time with what you need to get done in your own life. So all right, take it easy. Actually, one more tip. You can always make it. If you have such a bad habit of people pleasing, you can always make it a habit. Like your initial reaction in your mind is to say no to people's invitations. And you can even practice purposely say no to the next invitation that you get, or the next you know person that asks you to help them out. Purposely say no just as practice. You'll realize everything will be fine. You know? All right, take it easy.